Okay, today I'm going to talk about accessing reports. So first of all, to get to the reports, you have to sign on to the website. And I'm just going to, I did a tour of the website earlier and I went through each of these categories. But the first, there's two ways of getting to the reports. One is through this link here called Leaderboard. And if I click on that, it'll take you to this page. And this has all the reports you need. The other way you can get to the reports is onto the stats page where you have this weekly summaries here. If you click on this leaderboard, it will take you to the same page, this one. And if you don't want to look at all the reports, you just want to look at one or two reports. If you clicked on point leaders, for example, you'll get this page, all the point leaders for that week. And if you want to find out how you did, you hit Control F and notice that there's a box that comes up here, right up at this corner. I'm going to type in my name and it'll tell you where your name is. So that week I didn't do so well. I got 36 points. So you can find where you are on the page on your leaderboard. So that's basically how you access the two reports. Now, the question I get is what report should you open first, or the one I'm going to tell you to open first is when I go to this one is the whole by whole report. Because what happens is, I'm going to click on it. What happens is that when you enter your score on the computer, on your iPhone or at your computer at home, it goes into a big spreadsheet, and we take that information and we have to transfer to the software that we use to do all the calculations and create these reports. Sometimes we don't transfer it correctly. And so this report, if you find your name on this report, it's in alphabetical order, check to make sure we have your scores correctly, because unfortunately it doesn't give you the putts here. I don't know why, but it does give you the scores here correctly. And it often happens, especially if you have a name the same as someone else's. For example, the Armstrongs, you have Greg Armstrong and Jeff Armstrong. That's why I have the G and the J beside their name to make them unique. But sometimes the scorer gets mixed up and puts one instead of the other. Basically, you have to check these scores every week. So let me know right away if you have a problem. Just going to go over some of the other reports, what they do. I'm not going to open them all up. Some of them are self-explanatory, low gross, low putts. Today's summary, that summarizes everything that happened this week, who had the best scores this week. Plus, it also gives you a season summary as well. So for week 18, for example, both Jared Coyle and Curtis Dancy shot 35. Brian Mackay and Jeff Moore had 7 pars that week. We had 2 eagles, Jared Coyle and Chris Byrne. Most birdies, Skylar O'Donnell on Warwick, and fewest putts, Bob Bonesteel and Doug Elliott. Now, that's what happened this week. If you wanted to see the leaders for the year, you would see that Curtis Dancy, Yvon Delaire got 31. The low net for the year so far has been Mike LeBlanc. He actually won that. And then all the other things. You can see J.H. McDonald had the record for most birdies, and then anybody who got an eagle is listed here as well. So that's an interesting report you can keep your eye on. Of course, you have a skins report. The skins report tells you, as I mentioned earlier, what flight you're in and what you're competing for. So these are all the people in A flight that were in this week in A flight. So you go down to B and C and D, so you can find out where you are. The overall points leader, team leader. Now, this just gives you the total points for each team. It does not give you the playoffs. The playoffs are on the webpage, and you can access them through the match play page as well. But if you just click on this, you'll find that the team leader in points for the year was Team Bowles with 42. They don't win the team championship, but they do win something for having the most points. We have an intermediate report for the intermediates, putting leaders, gunner leaders, birdie leaders, net birdie leaders, the flight standings. I have a whole report on flights. Personal stats. So personal stats has all this information about your play, the events played, total gross, total net, total points, triple, doubles, pars, eagles, and putts. So it gives you a good summary of your year. I'm going to save the net and gross ringer and prize this week report for another video because it goes in with prizes and challenges, but they are there. If I go back to the main page, there is one more crucial report this year that we have that is going to be quite exciting, and it's the live leaderboard. So if I click on the live leaderboard, what I will get are the gross, net leaders, and putting leaders for this week, and they will appear as the scores are being entered. So for example, if I get if you finish your 9 and you put your scores in on your phone, about 5 minutes later, your name's going to appear here. You can go to these areas. And in another video, I've shown you some shortcuts to get to these pages so you can get them directly from your iPhone, right off your desktop of your iPhone or your Android device. So this would have the live leaderboard for gross. This would have the live leaderboard for net. And this would have the live leaderboard for least number of putts. So you have that, and I'm really excited about the live leaderboards. So I'm going to leave that for now because I'm going to do another video on the prizes and the challenges. So prizes and challenges, the next one. And so thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you soon.